start today by talking about the COVID vaccines, which we were chatting a little bit about informally at the beginning, because the story of the COVID vaccines offers really a perfect summary of a lot of what we're going to be talking about today. You think about it, you have a pandemic, all of a sudden there's this new potentially deadly disease, and you want to try to find a way to make a vaccine to it. And there are several ways to do that, and a number of them are tried and true. And the question was, what will work really well and really quickly to try to stop this pandemic from spreading as rapidly as it could have? And so altogether, there have been 276 vaccines put into development for COVID. Many of them based on those tried and true technologies that have been used in the flu and polio and all that sort of thing. And at the time, the number one company in the whole world was GSK in vaccine sales, research, and development. And they were working with a brand new technology called mRNA, messenger RNA. And that was a possibility for a fast and effective COVID vaccine. In the labs, they had a group that was expert in mRNA technology, and they wanted to develop for GSK a vaccine against COVID based on that technology. And so they do what you do in a big company is you put together a proposal and you send it up the committee ladder to get approval to get resources, because this was a brand new project. Nobody knew COVID was coming. And despite their expertise in the technology and the importance of COVID, ultimately senior management said, as you can see here, it's not ready for prime time. We're not prepared to invest, our money and our reputation in using an untried and untested technology against COVID. And so while they were not doing it, a little company in Germany called BioNTech and a not much bigger company in the US called Moderna decided they could do it. And they basically designed COVID vaccines using mRNA technology over the weekend and set about trying to turn it into reality. And they didn't have a bunch of committees they had to go to. They raised money from investors, and investors were hoping that they would, do something good with it. And this is what they tried. And the rest is history. $50 billion in sales of COVID vaccines later, GSK is no longer the number one vaccine company. And many of us on this call, maybe most of us, were the beneficiaries of a vaccine that used a technology that the world's best experts thought would probably not work. And it's really how innovation happens when the experts think it's too risky is what our book is about and what our industry is about.